We back in this thing, the good old Velvet Vibez Podcast. And we're here with a man of class here. Before we introduce this man of class, I'll go ahead and introduce a man that lacks class. The good old Velvet Juggernaut is in this thing ready to do it again. And we have a man of class here, the great father, B Smitty. Talk to him, my guy.
Hey, what's going on? It's glad to be back linked up with you, the one and only Mr. Velvet.
Hey,
man of many trades.
Hey, I'm trying to put on too many hats, I think.
Yeah, that's how it is.
I'm trying to get like you. You the one got all the hats.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to figure it out myself.
I hear you. We're going to get into that. You might teach us a little something. We're going to learn a little bit about, for those that didn't experience you in the past, we're going to learn a little bit about comedy. We're going to learn a bit about the great personality of the great father Smitty here. Hey, you see, I'm making sure I come in here proper.
I know that look kind of good. What is it?
One of those. I had to go light because it's one of those Margaritaville things, like a little daiquiri.
Oh, okay.
I've had some other experiences before when I'm drinking on the podcast, and we have too many beverages, and they're like, they depended on me to get it started. I can't find the button no more. I don't know what to push anymore. Now, yeah, we have had these kind of days.
Oh man,
that's the key behind some of this magic episodes we have here. But go ahead and tell. I'm gonna tell the people real quick too. We had the haters was hating on us. They tried to stop the episode, like DJ Khaled said. They didn't want us to win. They don't want this episode to happen. He was clicking the link. The email was going to spam. But you know what? He put that spam on a piece of bread. He made sure it was wheat bread. He flipped it on the side, threw some butter on it, and he said, let's fucking get it. We're in this thing. Shout out to Riverside. Talk to him, Dr. Smitty.
Man, yeah, the devil was busy, but, I would not give up.
Amen.
Put on some Kirk Franklin, started cussing a little bit.
Oh, wow. You're trying to... you living two lifestyles, huh?
Yeah, that's how I do.
I think when you talk about stump, you're just gonna stump your device out at this point.
Oh yeah.
I tell you what. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna learn a little bit about you. Then we're gonna learn a bit about the business, and then towards the end, we'll go down the rapid fire road. Once we get down that rapid fire road, we definitely gonna learn some things about you. Right. But just starting here, you're a member of the Velvet Vibez group on Facebook, so you might have saw this conversation. We didn't get to dive into it like I wanted to, and I need a man of class. I know you are a married man. That's correct.
No, divorced probably about a year ago.
Okay, so are you a recently found hoochie daddy?
No, I'm just keeping to myself.
There you go. So you're a man of class. So yeah. I'm gonna ask you then, and I hope all is going well with that. I know that's not a fun situation to go through, but hope there was some, I can't say the word amicably, that was going on here. But
yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of lessons learned.
Okay. Hope y'all in a good place. And if not, you can sing melodies from heaven.
Okay, we can cuss on here.
Yeah, let it out.
Fuck that bitch. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Yeah, I can see it on you that you wanted to say that.
Yeah, that was therapy.
There you go. Hey, this shit therapeutic. You already know it. So I'm gonna ask you this, man. If you on a first date, and she wants to go ahead and bring her kids to the first date with you, what's your comment to this? Is the date over, or are you gonna go through with this date?
Yeah, I'm already, I'll go through with it, but in my head it's already over. So I'm not going to be mean and, in front of the kids, but, I'm already thinking of, the departure.
Is that going to change where you're headed? Like you might have had a specific restaurant in mind, and once you see the kids, are you going you going to end up somewhere else?
Oh hell yeah! Like really?
Yeah.
we had Papados, and it's at least 25 a plate, so we all sharing the platter.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were gonna go to a whole different restaurant. I thought you was gonna honk the horn and say McNuggets it is.
Yeah, nah, yeah. Yeah, if it's that situation, I mean, I might just have to be rude.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I would. I gotta give you a little credit for even going on a date. I might have to
Yeah,
just mash the gas and do like Lil Kiki said and throw it up deuce for the north and the south.
yeah. I mean, I like kids, but I can't deal with bad kids.
Hey,
So
I didn't dump somebody before behind the kid's bed. I broke up with him. I quit talking to him.
yeah,
So well, we're at the
yeah,
age where we can tell that truth now.
right. I don't blame you at all. I done seen
Yeah,
some
man.
bad kids.
And it was
Like,
with people you were dating.
um, have I dated
That's when it
somebody
hit
with bad?
different.
Yeah. No, I've been blessed to not date anybody with bad kids, so I can say that.
Okay, that's
Well,
good. Oh,
I mean,
you
it
could
depends. Like
testify.
it was a different type of bad, just like overly spoiled, but not like necessarily. Like I've seen some evil kids. I ain't dated nobody with no evil
Oh
kids.
yeah, you
You
might.
could like, damn, that's the devil right there.
Yeah, see, and her,
Yeah,
you might have told her straight out. Like I said, like you see where I go. It's over.
yeah,
The
yeah.
deuce.
Like you said, we at that age where we we're a little more honest.
There you go. Tell it like it is. Now, as we escort ourselves into this kind of conversation, you might have seen this going on. I've been trying to get multiple sides of this. And once again, don't be scared to put the gospel out there. You said you just got out of here listening to Kirk Franklin, so it sounds like you're ready for this conversation. Now,
Okay.
Jack Harlow decided that he wanted to go ahead and wear a bonnet.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't see this.
Nah.
So
But it it's very disturbing. But I'm at the age where I'm already disturbed by like my nephews and stuff are wearing them. I don't understand it. It's like
oh,
a thing, but then for Jack Harlow to wear one, that takes it to the next level of disturbance.
would you would you call that culture? I can't get the words out when I talk to you, man. Would you call that cultural appropriation?
And times 20.
Because
Like why?
go
Well,
ahead.
I guess that's probably more acceptable than a do-rag. A do-rag, when Eminem used to wear a do-rag, everybody was like, the purpose of that is to try to get waves or whatever. You can't get waves.
This is a
So the
fact.
bonnet is, if you got long hair, you got dreads, I guess they keeping it safe or whatever. So it makes a little more sense than a do-rag,
Yeah.
don't you think?
No, it do
Yeah,
to me. I ain't even tripping off of it because I don't know. I'm sure you can agree with this. We have bigger issues to worry about than that.
right.
I seen it,
Fact.
and sometimes I see stuff like this, and you might roll your eyes or you might say, "My God," but people is like, "What? He's holding the community down with that bonnet." I'm like, if
Yeah.
you put all your focus here and not wherever it should be, I don't, and I saw somebody said this. They said, when I wear my bonnet out, they call me ghetto or something like that. Or if I wear it to the dentist's appointment, but if he wear it, it's classy. And I've said this before, but I just left it at you ghetto wearing it to the dentist. He
Hmm.
ghetto wearing it to the soccer game. Let's not wear the bonnet outside. And we just go,
Yeah.
but I could see the side of where somebody could say, "Oh yeah, this is cultural appropriation." But this is one of those moments I have to tell the gospel. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, there's way worse things going on, but nigga, why?
Yeah. Now that's a valid question still. Now don't get me wrong, that's a valid question. Like why did you I would say this. When people do stuff like that,
Hmm.
it's pretty clear that I don't think he did it and he's like, "Oh man, I really didn't expect people to react to this." You know, he knew what comes with it.
I mean, I guess they got to be the people that he's hanging around with. I mean, I'm sure his whole crew is majority black, and they probably wearing them.
Yeah.
So he,
They
it's
probably want to
like,
put it on him, hell.
you think he say the N word?
He probably do. I seen an experiment the other day, and you make me think of it. They had these people. It was old. It was on one of those that Jubilee YouTube, but they was saying basically they was asking white people their thoughts on when they receive racism towards them. And we're not gonna go down that road because that's a whole road to go down. But then they came to the point where they said, you know, when you hear the N-word, do you say it? And then, you know, some of them told the truth, and it was like, you know, with my close friends that allow it and stuff. And we know that's where the confusion come from with, they say Bob lets me say it, but Jerome don't let me say it. I don't know why. So, but this girl made an interesting point that she said, you know, you're driving in the car and you're singing the song and you're all by yourself. I'm seeing that expression on your face again. You know where it's going. But when you get to this word, one of the girls was like, you know, I don't say it. And then they were like, but do you think it? Because, you know, you can't. And she tried to lie. She's like, no, I don't even think it. I'm like, but that's the words to the song. It's going to happen. Then another girl just said, you know what? I just go ahead and say it. When I'm in the car, I just go ahead and say it. But when I pull up to the, you know, where the black people are, then I stop saying it.
Wow.
So people are getting a little more forward with that.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I mean, if they say it, I mean, it's on us. I mean, it's all about how it's directed and how we take it. I mean, we're the ones that put so much power in that word.
Facts.
But I'm pretty sure if Jack Harlow is wearing a bonnet, he says that word with his friends, and it might be a song that surface that he has where he's just going in.
That song probably exists because he's been rapping since he was a teenager and stuff. And I'm sure what will happen right now, he's not very well received anyway. You know, he makes songs and albums and people call it mid all the time anyway. But if he gets that one, whether it's an album or if it's just a song that just go, I don't think it's going to come right out right behind that. But normally when people go way up and they're like, oh my God, this is the greatest rapper of all time. And then that's when people say, hey, well, look what I got. This it's kind of like on Minister Society. You remember when that guy, when he said Kane ain't gonna be talking when I get this tape.
As soon as Kane popping, he was ready to send them tapes off.
Yeah. So, see, and this is why we even in this business, and you probably too. I don't know if you feel like, you know, not that you gotta watch it with your comedy, but it's like right now, you know, you're at a decent place. But if you ever go to a place out the roof, you got to already think like that. What if somebody say, okay, I got that old skit that he did.
Yo, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can be honest. Like, a long time ago, I'm putting myself out there. A long time ago, back, I've been doing comedy skits before stand up.
Okay.
And, there was like cause you know, Shanae and Wanda and, you know, that was like, okay, that's how I grew up.
You put the dress on, is what you're telling me.
I did a character, you know, and it was funny. The family laughed, but I'd be damned if I put shit out nowadays.
Yeah.
Like somebody probably got
it. This is the thing though too, and I know you know, everybody gonna lie in the comments. I done had this conversation many times, and you, I'm gonna depend on you to be honest here. Now, it's certain ways that people used to play around that you can't play around no more because, and this ain't nothing against people who live in that lifestyle, but people never know that you playing. Anytime you do stuff like that, they like, oh, because I know, and I'll throw me out there just to be specific. Like it's my brother. Like me and my brother, like he'll come out the room or whatever. I used to slap his ass. I'll be like, what's up, boy? You know, stuff like that. Or I might be like, oh, you looking good, little baby, and stuff like that. We just playing. People like, man, get off me. Come and chill out. Now, if you do that, somebody will go, welcome to the community.
Right. And it's mostly the black community. Like, I don't know if you ever watch like Cameron's
his news podcast thing.
Yeah.
I
mean, they gotta say pause off of stuff that don't even, you know, it seems like they need a pause. So they're real sensitive. Anything slightly, remotely close to, you know, homophobic or whatever.
Man, check this out. It's so many times that I be having a conversation with somebody And I ain't gonna lie, I'm childish too, just the same. So I get it. But there are times when I have to I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm finna say something. I'll change what I'm finna say before I even say it. Cause I know the person I'm talking to, like I might be like, hey, go put this in I want to say, hey, go put this in the hole over there. And I'm like, well, I better not say that. So I say, you see what I mean? See how your reaction. So I'd be like, hey, reach back there and place this in that region right there. Or so I might say it a little differently. And then it kind of prevent people from going down that road. But it's a lot of stuff like, I could be playing a game and I'd be like, man, this is hard. And somebody's like,
right.
So you just kind of, it's a different world.
Yeah, I mean, it's our community. I mean, white dudes play like that all the time.
Facts. And I don't be thinking nothing. I know, I know the difference. Like if you're gonna be like, oh, he's serious. And I know if you just, he's just kidding or whatever. But now since, this new age, you can't even play like that. So we lost that. We just had to throw it away altogether. The crazy thing, even the people that from your era, they know you playing because y'all used to play like that. I bet if you did it to the same people today, they'll be like, whoa.
Yeah.
Or they'll be like, pause. You'll be like, we used to do this. But they're like, no, I don't remember that. They don't remember.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. I mean, it is Pride Month, by the way. And, like I said, I ain't perfect. So this month I did try to take more of an initiative and talk to the gay community more. And
I saw that
actually. Yeah, we had a Pride show, and then I have an acting workshop that's taught by a transgender person.
Okay,
and, that was like the hardest for me because I really didn't understand their lane. So so I had some work on myself to do to really get to kind of talk to them and understand them.
Let me ask you
I still
this.
haven't.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I still haven't fully grasped it, but I'm not supposed to.
Yeah. That's a fact. Did you behind the scenes, did anybody that kind of give you flack for it? I know you made it clear that you're the one that decided to do it, you did it and everything like that. So it's clear that you don't have an issue, but did anybody else that like why you do that, man? Or, obviously you ain't got to put no name to it, but did those conversations happen?
No, not to my face, honestly. I mean, I would think that some people probably unfollowed me or I'm pretty sure they probably thought some stuff, but nobody said anything to my face. But I mean, I know how it is. I know the people that I'm surrounded by.
Yeah, facts. No, that's how it always go. They probably said it, but or they just clicked that button that you said. But business must go on.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's why I give a super salute. Before we get too deep into that, I did want to ask you this. I know me and you are both hip hop fans, and we could be on this real short, but I don't know if you saw this news was announced. This year for 2023, there has not been one song in hip hop to hit #1 on the charts.
I saw that.
Why do you think we're at this place? I'm sure we got numerous ideas, but how do you think we got here?
It just ain't been no music. I haven't. I don't even really be on. Like I used to check the new releases every Friday. I haven't checked the new releases probably all year, to be honest with you.
Facts.
Because we don't want to let us know when something new about to come out, and I don't even know if you really got to drop albums anymore to
facts
to make people don't listen to albums no more.
Facts. No, this is true. And it's crazy you say that because I didn't even think of that. Like, I promise I was like that. I used to be a part of another podcast. Shout out to Defmatic, and it was a hip hop podcast. And every week we would be like Friday would come, the albums would drop. We would pick 3 albums from that Friday release. We would listen to them, and we would talk about them inside and out. See, that's another one of those words, inside and out. Be responsible. But we'll talk about it inside and out. And we would discuss like the production, how it sounds, everything about it. And it wasn't only that I was a part of that podcast. I like literally wanted like every week. I'm like, oh snap, look what's coming out next week. I knew ahead of time what's dropping next week, and I was like excited still. obviously it wasn't that same excitement that we got from the 90s, but
Right.
now stuff been dropping and I've been like, oh, I be on Spotify and I'm like, oh, this came out 6 months ago. I didn't catch this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what I just feel like the excitement is, and I don't know if you know this is the 50th year of hip hop, like the anniversary. So that's
yeah.
crazy right now.
Yeah. That performance they did at the Grammys, that was dope. Did you see that?
I ain't catching. Who was it?
Well, they did a like a dedication to the 50 years of hip hop. So
Mm.
they literally had everybody perform, like LL Cool J, Run DMC, Ghetto Boys. They brought out
Oh
Big
yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
Andre, of course, but
Yeah.
you know, firstly because Scarface came out doing a Ghetto Boy song, but he didn't bring out Willie D. They didn't even call Willie D. So Willie D was a little upset.
That's why you made me remember it, because I remember Willie D having some magical words for Scarface on their Ghetto Boys Reloaded podcast. I don't know if you checked them out.
Yeah,
but,
that's a good one.
But yeah, he had some spicy conversation for him behind it. And Scarface looked kind of like he ain't had nothing to say.
Yeah,
like.
He was wrong. Scarface was wrong, but I like how they can just keep it real with each other like that.
Yeah, facts. If Bushwick was here, I don't know if it'll be if those conversations will go as well. The stories I heard. Well, we're gonna leave that alone and let that man rest in peace. Okay,
that was some fun.
I've been wanting to know this because me and you, and just like we just talked, we got that ethnic background. I want to know something that will cause you to get your black card revoked.
Shit. It probably already.
I don't want to hear that you can't play spades. I need.
Nah. Well, it's a lot of stuff. There's some black movies that I've never watched all the way through. I've never seen Cooley
I need a
High.
couple. Oh, hold on. I seen it, but it was so long ago, so I might be in the same boat with you. What's these movies you ain't seen? Get yourself in trouble.
I have to think about it. I haven't seen. I barely watched. I don't think I watched Color Purple all the way through.
Whoa.
But I know all the parts, but I don't remember just sitting through watching The Color Purple.
That's because you probably heard everybody else quoting it. Because I don't know, it might be one of those joints though. Because I just saw it like last year, so I might be in trouble along with you in the comments. I just saw it like last year, and I only watched it because I was like, I think they might put that on my obituary. You know, if here lies a man that did not see the Color Purple. So I was like, I don't want that when the day come that they remember me as that.
Yeah.
But you eat your collard greens and your neck bones.
Oh, I don't like neck bones.
What?
Not that they nasty. Just I don't like what's the point? Like it ain't that much meat on there. Like
you don't want to fight for your food, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Oxtail and neck bones are kind of similar to me, but I think oxtail's got more meat on them.
Yeah, dude. You
I'm like, you know.
Please tell me, because you're scaring me right now, that you're not one of those dudes that eat boneless wings.
Nah. I prefer. Yeah, I need the bone in.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
and
drum. Yeah.
Okay. So I still fuck with you. And
yeah, I think I'm a lazy eater. I don't like to put in a lot of work because with flats you still gotta like open it with with drums. I could just pow.
Facts.
Crawfish. I gotta do all this extra. Crab legs. I gotta do all this extra. I just need
So you don't be eating crab legs?
I don't. Not that I don't like them. I just don't feel like cracking them and yeah.
See, I knew it. So you kind of proving my theory. I have a theory. You kind of a one-off though. I have a theory that most people who don't like crab legs are the same people that eat boneless wings. And it's normally when I ask them why they don't like the bone, because they don't really want to fight. I guess they don't think about what you said, just go for the drum. But they get the crab leg and they're like, oh, you got to crack it and all that stuff. I don't mind. I maybe come from Mississippi and, I have had to go in the bushes and choke a hog out real quick. So I have fought for the food.
But boneless wings just don't taste the same to me.
Yeah, it's a nugget. It's just a nugget.
Basically. Yeah. But a chicken tender go hard though.
See, that's fun. That's the funny thing. Boneless wings piss me off, and it may just seem like a nugget, like people say, or it just don't taste the same. You could put the same sauce on it, the same love in the seasoning. When you bring it to me, I'm gonna eat it. Don't get me wrong. I ain't gonna never order it, but if I was just around and somebody's like, "You want this plate?" It's somebody I trust. I'm like, I eat it, but I still gonna ask that same question: why you order this? But it don't hit the same, man. Like wings.
Some people just they feel like a savage when they just chewing something off the bone. It's
shit.
It's just I'm okay. I almost said I'm okay with sucking the bone, but that pause.
Yeah. Well, luckily we're adults here. Well, I don't think we have to pause. Now, if you get on one of those up top podcasts, you're gonna be pausing all around the world. I'm gonna leave it alone. But it's weird that wings is so like wings be so good, and it's special because if you get the boneless wings, it don't hit the same. But if you get a big piece of chicken and you put the same sauce on it, it still ain't gonna hit the same like that little wing. And I know people be saying the little food. I'm gonna eat the big chicken, but think about it: if you got some of that same sauce they put on Wingstop and you put it on a big chicken, you gonna want the wing still.
That's a good point. Yeah, why is the wing that much better, or the little wing compared to like a big piece of chicken? That's a good point.
Yeah, you ain't never thought of that, huh?
Yeah, I guess when you cook that little piece, it just marinates a little better. You get I don't know, but there's something to it. I don't know I don't know the facts, but you're right.
No, now and see, I got you thinking. You got me thinking though. Maybe that's why. Like maybe the love, like okay, if, whatever you put on it, you put salt and pepper, all this other shit, lemon pepper, whatever, on a big chicken. It's on there, but it probably ain't in there. It's just on there. Right. You get that wing and you move it around. It's off in there. You know what I'm saying?
But it's the same theory with compare like a regular burger and then a slider. I get the slider, like damn, that slider was hitting. The big burger was good, but it wasn't like this slider. That's just my opinion.
No, I agree. But see, that's why I be getting mad at little food though, because little food it be better, but it make you ashamed of yourself because I ain't gonna. I be ashamed of myself when I eat little food because I started thinking this lately. I have this policy in my house: no wings allowed. So,
what?
Yeah, and my girl, she be asking me like, "What's your favorite food?" And I'd be like, "Wings." And she'd be like, "Why you don't eat them?" I'm like, "Well, they're not allowed here because when you eat enough wings, you don't know that you have a job because what it costs because they so expensive." Now, there's no fucking way. I don't mind spending money. I'm not a cheap ass, but there's no fucking way that you're gonna sit here and tell me I'm gonna pay $15, $20. You're gonna give me 6 little wings and a piece of celery. That hurt my feelings. Well, but besides that, I'm black. I'm from Mississippi. I need a 30 piece by myself.
Right,
probably.
Yeah.
If I ain't got no sides, no fries, and celery and stuff, we just going wings. I might knock 30 out. I'm a big boy. So, so I don't order them because somebody else like, I got to eat too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you. I'm like that too, 15, 20. I got to think about that. I got to be starving, but if it's the right place,
you gonna go.
Yeah.
And if you splitting them, and most time, if you eating, it's probably you and somebody else. So I feel bad if like the other day I lifted the band on the wings or whatever. I told my girl, I said, the band is up. And she was like, word. So we made them. I still ain't at the point where I can go buy them at the restaurant. So I got them. She hooked them up at the house.
You put them in the air fryer or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
She hooked them up in the air fryer. She hooked them up with the right sauces and stuff like that. But I was working. I work from home. I was on my computer doing my thing. She brought me a whole bunch of wings. I'm on a call, so I ain't really talk to her like that. I just started knocking them out. And I was like, man, I was glad I lifted the band. And I came out. I'm like, baby, I'm glad I lifted the band. How about you? And she was like, oh, I didn't get none. I just made them for you. And I went in there and had that leftover spaghetti. And I was like, what? I bought them to share, and I guess she said you were so excited about them that she gave me all the
Just let
wings.
you turn into a savage. Like, I ain't gonna touch him. He is he's foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, I was back there like a mad dog. Now I lifted the band one more time. I told her I'm gonna lift the band one more time, but this time I did it on my off day so I can look at her plate. I saw that. Now I ain't gonna lie, it pissed me off. I think I got 6 and she got 6. I was full because I had a little that, some of that taste, little liquor beside me, so that I got full. But I was cussing in my head the whole time. I was like, man, I need some more. So I think I'm gonna apply the ban back. Wings are banned from this house. But if we come to your house, I need some wings.
Is that the only?
And Cocoa Pebbles.
What's wrong with Cocoa Pebbles?
Once again, it's my favorite cereal. So when I get Cocoa Pebbles, when I get other cereal, I'll eat it. I'll eat a bowl. I might eat 2, and I'll put it back. When I get Cocoa Pebbles, I eat the box.
Oh, okay.
I eat the box. Off the rip.
Yeah. Me and Cinnamon Toast Crunch got that relationship.
You just knock the box out.
Yeah.
See, and there's probably
I don't get cereal.
You what?
I don't get full off of cereal.
So you knock the box out.
Yeah.
See, now that you're a single man, now you just put a message out there that you knock the box out. So somebody that just tuned in right now,
hey,
they want to know what your technique is.
Knock the box out. I don't even eat traditional breakfast food anymore.
You gave it up? There we go. Yeah, we lost you real quick. You gave up breakfast?
Like the traditional breakfast food. I don't eat like every now and then I'll get like a breakfast taco or something. But I don't eat like, regular bacon, eggs, toast, grits, whatever.
And why is that?
I don't know what's the point. Like, I feel like I have a better day if I eat like a
hamburger when you get up.
Yeah, for real. Salmon. With some protein.
Man, so are you one of them dudes that, because I got a friend like this, we used to go to the club, talk to females and stuff, and then we leave the club and we hit where I'm from, we hit the Waffle House, but when I came out here, it might be IHOP or Taco Cabana or something. But when we hit the Waffle House, I used to get some pecan waffles or peach waffles and stuff like that, and grits and everything. And I look over at him, this man got a double cheeseburger.
That's me. So I get the patty melt from Waffle House. It don't matter. I'm not getting the breakfast.
So when the last time you had a regular breakfast?
On my birthday, I did go to McDonald's. I got my Egg McMuffin. It was like nostalgic because that's what I used to eat as a kid.
Oh, you was trying to relive it?
Yeah, I just wanted to have a happy day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So, but yeah, if I'm cooking, I don't really cook breakfast. Even though I like pancakes, something, but it might be partially that I can't really cook that great.
Yeah, you kind of scarred. I think you scarred me and everybody listening. But you know what? You have the right to tell your truth. I'm glad you're coming out about this breakfast problem that you have. This is a free place, a safe space where you come out and talk about that. Now,
yeah, but what do you think you need? Your most protein, your most get that energy going for the day.
You're not wrong. Now, I still eat breakfast, but I did have a period in my life when, like, we all probably share the same upbringing where there was a financial issue at one point in time when our parents was just doing all that they could. Now, I saw both sides of the token. I saw when the struggle was there, and then I saw when I was like, okay, I think mama got some money now. But when mama had some money now, we were eating breakfast all the time. She was like, okay, eggs, grits, bacon, whatever. That was happening all the time. But I started hanging with my homeboy that he was still living in the struggle. So she would drop me off to the projects, go hang with my friend. I'll go spend a night, spend a week over there sometime. And while I was over there, we just be over there playing Dreamcast and stuff like that. And I wake up in the morning, it's 8 a.m. and I hear the skillet sizzling. And I'm like, oh, he probably in there hooking it up on this bacon. And I walked in there and he was like, 2 double cheeseburgers coming up. So I was like, oh, okay. That's I wasn't used to this. And
8 in the morning.
Yeah, 8 in the morning, double cheeseburgers. But what he also would do, since he was just eating what they had, none of the stuff was making sense. So it was like, I got you a double cheeseburgers with a ramen noodle on the side and a slice of Spam. And I was like,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. That's gonna do more than protein for the day. I might clog you up for the day. Damn. He said a side of Spam. That's dessert. Sheesh. Goodness.
I'm not gonna lie, it did get me back where I could not be like, I guess I was becoming bougie. I'm like, oh my God, you're supposed to have grits and eggs. But now I can wake up and just be like, if my girl ain't cooking, I'll be like, oh, I'm finna eat this spaghetti from yesterday or something. And it might be 8 o'clock, I'm cool. Or if it's some fajitas or something, it might be something that's not breakfast taco. Like I might just get up and say, okay, you got some nachos from last night. It's 8 a.m. That's fine. I'm gonna have a shitty day, like you said. It's gonna be a good day, but it's gonna be a shitty day in a different manner. Right. I don't know if you had, like, I still be wanting milk in the morning, so I've had nachos and milk before. Don't do that.
I stopped drinking milk.
Oh my gosh!
I'm one of them black people.
You gave up milk? You got a strange refrigerator. I'm gonna tell you what. This up to you. We need you to share a picture of your refrigerator after this episode. I just getting to see.
we don't want to do that. Yeah. I'm still waiting on the food stamp application to clear.
Oh yeah, it ain't clear yet. Okay, I need you to teach me something right now. Okay, we know that you live that comedy life. I do want to know, what is your creative process like on coming up with material?
This is it. Conversation with it really be. I feel like a lot of my friends are funnier than me. So that I don't know, that energy flows to me, and then I just start, so it's like the euphoria.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get high off comedy, just being around other funny people.
Facts.
With funny friends, not as much so more comedians, but regular people.
Yeah. They don't even know it. They're just dropping gems.
Exactly. Comedians be trying to like be on and force stuff. I don't like that.
You might be dropping a gem on me, because we talked about this before. I had thought about it before. And anytime that I like how right now we just talking, everybody just be dying. They be like, oh my God, you're so funny. Now, if you said, hey, tell a joke right now, I might be like, the chicken crossed the road, and they're like, you suck. But I think I'm more just like, I can do a lot of funny stuff when I don't know. I'm just like, I'm just being me. I'm just being. So maybe I need to like just take moments like this and be like, okay, I need to jot that down.
Yeah, I mean, that's all it is. That on the spot, I don't think, many people can just be like, all right, say something funny. Like, I don't really work like that.
Facts.
Yeah, but that situational comedy,
I agree. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Without saying, because I've never been a fan of this, and maybe you feel the same way. I like when people drop gems, like, how Nipsey used to drop gems, Pac used to drop gems, other comedians drop gems. I've heard Chris Rock and Eddie Murphy drop gems. If a aspiring comedian is they're looking for some advice, what advice you would give them? But there's a twist on the way I ask it. Don't say, just believe in yourself and just work hard. Like I just hate the the typical. I like when somebody telling me something more specific. Like, oh, okay, cool. I've heard believe in yourself, work hard, but
Yeah. I mean, be real with yourself though, for sure. Like, it's man, it's so many comedians that are. I'm like, damn, who told you were funny? Like, what? And they've been like, trying for like 10 years and like never got a laugh. So it's like,
oh
I
wow,
don't know if like I'm not sure what their purpose was, but I guess know why you're doing it. Like if you know that you that dude and you're gonna take it to the next level, then pursue it that way. But like, don't lie to yourself.
yeah. I think that's something we need in a lot of different aspects of different businesses, because everybody's a musician, everybody's a comedian, everybody's a
Mm-hmm.
podcaster, and some people they just don't got it. And how you said, I don't know if nobody is even telling them, because I think we don't got that no more. Like where people be like, back in the day, somebody tell you like, yo, you got a booger in your nose, your breath
Yeah,
stink, or
yeah,
it may hurt, but you like, oh my, they'll tell you that,
yeah,
or you're not funny,
yeah. I feel like San Antonio is different than a place like Houston and New York because they're gonna keep it real with you.
Yeah,
They're gonna hurt your feelings, but at the end of the day, you're gonna appreciate them for it. So they kind of weed out a lot of the bad,
facts,
you know.
facts. Let me ask you this then, and I like asking comedians this question. I've asked this before. Are you able, or have you ever had to like switch your routine in the middle, like because of the crowd? Like I don't know, you may have like a set amount of jokes. You're like, I'm gonna tell these black jokes. You step out on the stage, you look out and you see it's not a lot of black people there that will relate to what the jokes you had in mind. Or you may
Mm-hmm.
tell a few and see it's not
Yeah,
connecting, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna do this.
yeah. I feel like as a comedian, that's my best attribute is reading the crowd. Like I try to, it's like LeBron James, he's reading the defense, or
Yeah,
a boxer, which is his boxing stance. That's how I look at it. So even if it's a mixed crowd, you can kind of see who's kind of dictating the crowd reaction. Like it might just be like this black dude, and people do like they kind of see, oh, is he laughing? I guess it's okay.
yeah.
So
That's
I can,
sad but true.
yeah, so
Yeah,
I can kind of gear towards that. I can do a little more, um, you know, aggressive jokes. But if it's just a real, older conservative crowd or whatever, then I do have to dial back and like, all right, I ain't gonna hit him with that uppercut right there, but
yeah.
I can keep going.
So that's crazy. So you can kind of spot a person in a crowd, and you could be like, it seemed like this guy. If I can get him to laugh, I can kind of. It's
Hmm.
kind of like a wave. It's like cool. Once he starts laughing, it's everybody. It's gonna ripple out. Like that ripple effect.
Yeah, because the goal ain't just being funny. The goal is making everybody comfortable to laugh together, making people comfortable to laugh with strangers.
Facts.
Uh, yeah, so we're kind of like we just really bringing people together. I mean, there's some comedians that just don't give a fuck,
And they gonna do it
but
anyway.
I care to try to make the show the best
Yeah.
overall show. Like, everybody be happy as opposed to I got that nigga in the corner to laugh.
Yeah. Facts. You ever
Yeah,
have
so
like
I got,
you ever have people in the crowd? I've seen this before when there's like when something's funny, they know it's funny, but they don't know is it okay to laugh. Like I don't. I'm just giving an example. Like you tell a black joke, it's a lot of white people, but the joke is funny just the same. It's not
mhm.
really racist to laugh, but they're kind of looking like, oh, this is kind of funny,
Yeah,
and they're kind of looking around like, can I laugh at that?
yeah, it happens. I was doing these Mexican jokes last night, and like, well, it really is right before I got into the Mexican joke. Like I was just starting, and then this Mexican walks in, and he had like he had a shaved head, tattoos on his head. He had a glass eye.
Oh snap!
Um, it looked dope though.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that shit. That shit. I don't know what kind of. It looked like a Pokemon. I don't know. It looked
He had
crazy.
a Pokeball going on.
Yeah. But he like walked right past me, so people just like froze. So I had to figure out like, all right, how am I gonna continue these Mexican jokes where the hardest Mexican just walked by
Yeah.
that could potentially kill me? Like,
So did you swap the
so
material, or did you be like, I'm gonna just keep going with it?
I put him on the spot. And once they saw that he was cool and laughed, then they just opened up and started laughing harder.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm killed tonight.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
I remember like.
So, I mean, so I've been doing it for so long. So.
Facts. The first time I ever noticed that's a thing, I'll never forget. I went to see The Hangover 2. I think it's The Hangover 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that part when I can't think of his name. It's the Asian guy on the movie. It was that part when he was letting up the window and he was like, "Bye, nigga." And then he lets up the window and I looked to my left and my right and it was a white person on my left and my right. And they was looking at me and they kind of had their hand on their mouth like, "Oh my God, this is hilarious." I was laughing because it was one of those moments where you didn't expect it. I didn't expect that to happen. So it's like, oh my God. But then I looked at them and they were like, "Is it okay?" I'm like, "Look, this to me, this is funny."
Yeah. So that made, I mean, don't take yourself too serious.
Yeah.
But remember, that's kind of why Dave Chappelle left his show. That was one of the reasons, because he has a strong white following.
Facts.
So he would see these white people laughing just a little too hard at these race jokes. And it made him feel like
that's happened to a lot of people. That's happened with a couple of rappers too. I know Chameleon said that before, that he was rapping and he has a strong white fan base. And he saw, as he's looking in the crowds, they singing along and he see they're not skipping certain words. But then he said, instead of him getting mad at them, he like, "Well, you wrote the song. They singing the song that you wrote." He kind of started, dialing back on that. He like, "Well, you know what? Let me not get mad at them and let me just stop putting this in the song so much." So
that's how I stopped doing one of my jokes, because I would do a joke about how Martin Luther King had side chicks, and I was doing it in front of like a majority white crowd.
Yeah.
And this white girl, like a little young white girl, she's like probably in her 20s. I was like, "Yeah, Martin Luther King had side chicks. That's crazy." And she's like, "Yeah, he was an asshole." I'm like, "Bitch, you can't say that."
She was like, "This is my opening."
Yeah. So her boyfriend was even embarrassed that she said this. So he kind of like scooted over to the side. Like, all right.
He like, we came in separate vehicles.
Right. He might have said that.
Yeah.
But I stopped doing that joke because of that. I was like, that made me feel like, damn, is that how y'all feel? Like, I mean, that's not the point of the joke, is to call MLK an asshole. I'm just saying he's a man.
Yeah. No, I caught you there. So how did you go from, because a lot of people who are probably listening may not be aware, but you're not only a comedian, but you own your own comedy club. So how did you go from that transition from I'm just a comedian trying to get a gig at somebody's club to being I am the guy with the club?
I think you probably about to get an exclusive, because I kind of I've been telling the story for about a year of how it happened, but as of lately, I realized I kind of got into it from like, it was a different reason that I'm in the position that I'm in, and because that wasn't my dream. Like, I wasn't like, man, I'm gonna own a comedy club. I'm like, it just kind of happened. But I think it was more because of my business partner.
Okay.
It's like when I met him or whatever, he's a DJ, and then I was a comedian, and I saw he had equipment and stuff, and he knew how to, help run a show. So we just started putting our own shows together at little random, small spots. And then I think it was him that put it in my ear that was like, man, we can open a comedy club. And I heard it, but I didn't see it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But like I say, he's older. He's had more experiences with business or whatever. So I give him more credit of wanting to open a comedy club, and then me just kind of being somebody that's been in it for so long. I was able to show him, this is what happens, this is how it works or whatever. But I think he's the one that believed in it more.
Facts.
And made it like, man. So I got to give him credit.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So like I said, and I'm doing it, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah, no, I can imagine that transition, because another exclusive, what a lot of people may not know, me and you at one point worked together, and we both had headsets on it, and I guess we could say it now, Chase Call Center.
Oh, yeah.
Sitting back, letting people cuss us out on a daily basis. And you woke up, and you said, stay woke, they be creeping.
Man, I can't believe I took that so much. Trying to think, was I in customer service? I was more in the disputes. So yeah,
Yeah,
people was calling, upset and wanting me to take stuff off for them, and
facts.
some stuff I can't take off. Like that's your fault.
Facts. Yeah, that's what we both was in. That's why it was interesting because I didn't know you. I just saw you around, and I was also in
Yeah.
disputes. But then when I saw you on Facebook after we weren't working together no more, I was like, "Oh, this guy's a comedian." I was like, "Dang, I wish I would have like
Uh,
talked to him because I was already doing a podcast then." But we just would cross
yeah.
paths in a hall or something like that. And I'm like, "Wow, you don't know who you've been
Yeah.
in the presence of."
Yeah, and usually I link up because it'd be very few black people in general. So usually somehow we'll find each other.
Facts.
Which I mean, we kind of did, but not at Chase.
Yeah, this is true. I guess we always gonna find a way though. So
Yeah.
let me ask you this. This one's a pretty serious one too. What is your goal in the city as far as comedy is involved? Like, yes, you have a club, and somebody could say
Yeah.
that's the end all be all, but I'm sure you have an agenda. Like, what is your goal in running this club?
Um, Definitely to give opportunities like for people that like there's so many talented people in San Antonio that I bet people don't know about. So it kind of gives them opportunity to be seen and show their talent. And I feel like San Antonio gets the least amount of respect out of the major cities in Texas when it comes to comedy. Like Dallas comedians, they go hard. A lot of them make it. Houston comedians to me go the hardest,
Facts.
and even Austin is like the number one spot now.
Mm-hmm.
So San Antonio is looked at kind of like, I don't know, we don't get no respect.
Yeah. No,
So I want to be able to elevate comedy and kind of put us on the map a little more. I mean, I guess it's similar to the rap game, like
yeah.
San Antonio rap.
Trying to put them on your back on your back and carry them in there, huh?
I'm trying to have a vehicle.
Yeah, facts. No, I like that. I got to say this too. I got to give you your flowers in advance because you are it's funny. I remember thinking this. And I wish I would have said it in the comments and stuff. I think I just thought it. I saw something you posted. Might have been a year or two ago or something, but you kind of posted as the club was getting started. Okay, I have plans. I think you were on the news and stuff. You're kind of talking about the plans and stuff like that. And it was funny. I remember thinking, I was like, this is the first time that I saw somebody. Obviously, I'm not saying you're the only one in the world that did it, but this is the first time I saw somebody that started a business that I believe them. Not believe in you, but I believe what you're saying. Like, I believe, yes, I believe in you, but I actually believe you. Like, yeah, I'm not just trying to take your money. Obviously, that helps the business and stuff like that. But when you're like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
trying to make, things be available to people, try to put some shine on the city. Just how you said you just recently had the Pride show and stuff like that. I can tell it's coming from a pure place. And I've even seen you do stuff not comedy related because I'm sure you've thought like, okay, I got this building. We're going to have a music show or teaching people how to do comedy. And it's not necessarily a comedy show, but it's like, we got this building. We probably can do a lot of other things with it.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Just trying to be creative and have all kinds of different events. I tried the young rap shows. Those are the those are the ones that get a little crazy.
Yeah. Have you had any issues with that? Like, them getting into it or having a little drama out there?
Yeah, I should have put the video out, but like a long time ago, we did an all-female rap event, and that's the one where they got crazy.
I remember the
There's
show.
this girl.
I remember the show. I wasn't there, but I remember the show.
Okay, yeah, there was this girl. She's a dope little rapper.
Mm-hmm.
But they had some drinks in them, and I don't know. This girl like closed her in the bathroom door.
Oh wow!
So all hell broke. This is a little skinny girl that got closed in the bathroom door. So she got jumped by like 4 different girls.
Wow! And
like they whooped her ass from the girls' bathroom all the way to like outside. But she just, she got her ass whooped so many times, she just didn't want to stop.
Yeah. She was one of those ones that wanted to go again.
Yeah. I was like, yo, like how many ass whoopings is it gonna take? Just
I'm gonna tell you what though, this kind of off subject, but it's something about when somebody like whip your ass that it's very few people can just get up, dust off their pants, and be like, all right, who wants a milkshake? And it just be like, it is what it is. Because I think it's kind of like I've been saying this for years. I think that's why Mike Tyson bit Evander Holyfield. I don't think he bought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he crazy and all that. I don't think he bit him because he's so crazy. I think he knew he was catching an L and he couldn't believe it. And for once in his career, they were screaming boo at him, and he was like,
"Yeah,
what?" And then he was like, "And this nigga is wearing me out. I'm finna bite him."
Yeah, he knew he couldn't do nothing.
I'm gonna bite him. And I I think that's how you get these ideas. Now today you may not think like that. You probably like, if you caught a whooping, you'll probably get up and go get the milkshake. But probably you in a previous lifestyle, if you caught an L and you knew you caught an L, you probably get up and be like, "Oh hell no, where's he at? We gotta do this again."
Yeah, that's definitely in your head. Like, because I haven't won every fight I've gotten into.
Yeah.
In my, I ain't fought in my 30s, but in my 20s, I got into a fight with my homeboy, which I don't even know why we were fighting, to be honest. I think it was probably over some other stuff.
Yeah.
And just during the domino game, it was like a quick little argument, and then next thing you know, we outside. And I still didn't. And I feel like I got, I was up under him.
Yeah.
We'll just say that.
Yeah.
But after the fight, we finished the domino game.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but it never left the back of my mind. So we ended up fighting again because I was like, man, I got to get mine again.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what, us men we're good at that. Like, we can fight in a lot of cases, and we can be over. I'm friends with people that I done fought, some of them on multiple occasions. But I'm gonna tell you what, there's times when what I have learned is, if you fight somebody and you win, you can't repeat it.
Yeah.
Like, once y'all good again, like if me and you fight, and then if I get the better of you, I just have to know that in the back of my head. I can never mention it. Like, if we get back cool, and I'll be like, "My bad, man, I was tripping," or whatever, and you're like, "No, it happens," and I'll be like, "But I did whoop your ass." So it's only gonna recreate the conversation. You're like, "No, you didn't. I whooped your ass." It's like, "What?" It's like, "Oh, here we are." So I don't know if that's how y'all win again.
100% facts. Yeah, we never talked about it again.
Yeah, you can't talk about it no more. You just have to know, be like, "I know what I did, but I ain't gonna bring it up and no more." But I
know what I would do different.
Oh, I bet you got some feedback for yourself. You sat in that corner and let the dude slap you with the towel and spray water in your mouth real quick.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna hit you with these rapid fires real quick. We have to know this. Now, we've got a good one here. Would you rather be able to live forever or be able to bring back one person from the dead?
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Yeah, that's just testing my selfishness.
Yeah. You could live forever.
I'll bring back somebody from the dead.
You're a man of class.
That was hard.
Yeah, no, I bet. Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for a decade?
Yo, where are you getting these questions? I never want to go to jail. Let me get that good sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a decade is a long time.
You're going to do 5 in the pen or 10 in the bed, basically.
Damn. I wish a drinking game. I mean, this is like on Drink Champs. Can I just drink?
Yeah. Right. We need an answer here.
Yo, I don't want to go to jail. 5 years. Ooh. Dang.
If you can protect your rump shaker, you might be all right in jail.
True. I just damn. I don't even want to put that in the atmosphere. Damn. If it was 5 years of coma, I'd be like, yeah, just give me 5 years of coma. If I can have some good dreams and shit.
But we want to offer you 10 in the coma. You might as well go to the pen.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Let's around and get locked up. Won't let him out. So
jail or prison?
Yeah. So let's county jail. I hear that's worse.
Yeah, prison, I think it gets a little bit better. Like, food gets a little better, I heard.
Yeah, I think prison is where they say they got the lobster tails in the PS5 and the dog park.
Oh, damn.
So
Oh, word.
golf courses and stuff. Here's a bad one. Would you rather have 10 extra years with your recent partner or a one night stand with your celebrity crush? And not in the way you think. Your recent partner, but not in the way you think of them now. Obviously, right now you might be like, "Fuck that."
Oh.
But when things were all good, and if you could have got 10 more years, or your celebrity crush?
Yeah. Let me get my celebrity crush.
And who's that?
Yeah.
Patti LaBelle.
Anita Baker.
Oh.
I mean, I like Beyonce, but I would get somebody different than Beyonce. I would like. I like.
Yeah, we listening.
Like a Nia Long. I mean, I guess you can't go wrong with Nia Long or Regina Hall.
Wow.
One of them.
A man of class, huh?
Yeah, like that brown skin. But I think it's a new one I like. I can't think of right now.
Gayle King.
I'll even take Raji P.
Okay, or Gayle King.
Gayle King, thick.
Okay.
I think I could King if I saw her.
Yeah, you give it to her. Would you rather have everyone know exactly what you're thinking, or everyone have access to your internet history? So everybody that you know will be able to read your thoughts, or everybody you know will be able to see your internet history?
Oh, yeah, you can have my internet history now. I mean, I don't care.
But you don't want them to know what you're thinking.
Nah, because I be talking shit.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna agree with you on that one. I probably wouldn't. Hell no. You don't want to know what I'm thinking. It's not, a lot of times, not good. Now, let me say this. Would you rather never go out during the day or never be able to go out during the night?
Night. I don't really go out like that at night.
So you'll be cool chilling in at the night. You can never go out during the day, or you can never go out during the night.
I would do never go out during the night. What time does the night start?
We'll call it 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Damn.
You're gonna be stuck.
That changes things.
Well, you could probably do you could do an HEB order, have your food delivered, and maybe you can have AI run your business.
True.
Let ChatGPT introduce the comics.
Yeah, because that means I couldn't go on vacations ever.
You can leave during the day and stay in a hotel. Maybe you should join like one of those sex cults, and then during the day they can all be in your room, and you'll have a great trip.
Yeah, I would do never go out during the night.
Okay, he's a thug. And this the final question, and we people need to answer. Would you rather have dookie stains in the front or dookie stains in the back?
In the back. Can't believe that was a real question. That's definitely the first dookie stain question I've ever got. You the man.
You're a man of class.
Wow.
Do you have any shows coming up, anything you want to promote, any shout outs? This is the moment where you can say what the hell you want to say.
Yeah, my thing, I got a comedy workshop. So anybody out there, aspiring comedians, come to the workshop. I think it's going to be a really, really good time. You get the chance to just kind of get on stage and, not care. My goal is to help you get rid of that anxiety or whatever fear that you've had that, kept you from wanting to try it.
Hey, man.
So, yeah, comedy workshop, June 17th. That's Saturday from 11 to 1.
Okay.
And then we got Juneteenth shows that night with his name is Alfred Kanga.
Okay.
Super funny African dude.
Facts.
And then Sunday we got a Father's Day comedy show with all the fathers of comedy going to be performing.
Hey, man. That's what I like to hear. How can they find you on social media? How can they find you anywhere they need to find you?
B Smitty Comedy BSmittyComedy on Instagram, or Upstage Comedy Lounge. And you can find me Upstage Comedy Lounge on TikTok. I put like little videos up. I get bored a lot.
Amen.
So yep.
Just like that.
And what about you? You back in the music?
You see it. Oh yes.
Well, that's what's up.
Exactly. I'm currently in the studio as we speak, so probably once we complete this, it's time to get these beats out as usual. So yeah, working on music as usual. As you can see, we back in the podcast space. That was hard to do because my love for music has always been there, but it was taking me over. And at first I was like, I'm done with the podcast. But by popular demand, people was like, man, when you going to do a podcast? I wasn't like I hate it.
Yeah.
I just was like, man, I'm really busy doing this right now. Doing this, that, going here and there. But I'll just eventually, they got all these new tools. I've been going a minute, I think like 2 years. And now, this Riverside is, shout out to Riverside. Not trying to diss Zoom, but when I seen the quality of this, and it's a lot of new stuff that I had to go back to school on this podcast. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's a lot of new stuff since I've been going. AI has come out. Some of these questions are AI. Like I made up a lot of the questions, but yeah, some are AI. AI is what want to know about your dookie stains.
Shut up.
Yeah. I guess AI was, they ran your profile and they said, we really want to know about the status of his underpants. So I'm glad you cleared it up.
I'm taking a shower as soon as we end this.
Yeah, they want to know about your trousers. But you can find me at Velvet_Vibes_podcast on Gmail, on Instagram. I'm on my Senior Citizen Vibes. Y'all know that your boy been on that black Bacardi, black rum. So we're feeling lovely out here. Make sure when you get there, hit the link in the bio. We got a blog up now, so you can check out the blog. You can check out all affiliate links. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast. Make sure to leave us a review if you like what the hell we're doing. And I gotta send a shout out to the great guest here, the great Father Smitty. We gave him flowers, but the flowers we gave him were dead at first. We went ahead and poured some Bacardi on it, and they're blossoming. So we want to give him some live flowers. Smitty, do you accept these flowers?
I accept. I appreciate it very much.
Don't let them die. With that being said, we're going to give you a salute. You keep kicking their ass with this comedy, and you have yourself a lovely little day. The gospel has been spoken.
You. Yes, sir.
Amen.
Already.